All right, so yesterday we had the UFC 297 press conference between Sean Strickland and Dricus Du Plessis, and it was a very entertaining affair. The atmosphere was wild.
This is madness.
So today we're going to go through some of the highlights of that, and we're going to give a final prediction for the fight on Saturday night, and I'll be doing a live stream throughout the main card, so please come and tune in. And by the way, all 603,000 of you that have subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. If you haven't done so, then just push that button. So, as we said, the press conference was yesterday. Dricus and Sean Strickland, they've got it out of the system. They've had the brawls, they've had the fallouts, they've had the shit talks. I will dab you. They've had the below the belt lines from Dricus, if you will. They got all that out of the system. Now they're hugging in the hotel lobby, they're sharing DMs, they're shaking, they're hugging. They got all of that out of the system. But they don't need to stand up there and talk shit. They don't need to hurl insults and abuse at one another to hype this fight. This fight sells itself because Dricus Du Plessis is incredible. 19 finishes out of 20 victories, knocking out Robert Whittaker and everyone else that he's fought inside the UFC, finished them all. And Sean Strickland, the way he dominated Israel Adesanya, shocked the world and even himself.
I still can't quite wrap my head around it, you guys. I thought it'd be a lot harder.
So he walks out, right? He's looking like the Canadian Donald Trump, okay? He's got "Make Canada Great Again" emblazoned on his chest. Had the crowd going wild. He's like, listen, I'm here for you people. I'm a man of the people. Here's the thing, guys. I'm here for you. I'm here for your freedom.
I care about you guys. I care about you guys being free. I care about you guys having freedom of speech. I give a about you guys.
What the is he talking about? He's here to get in a cage and fight, okay? But that's a great thing. He's trying to get people on side. And now Sean is very polarizing. All you got to do is Google his name and there's all kinds of articles talking about cancelling him and shit like that. He's calling certain reporters infections. He's saying that Canada has had all these restrictions and things like that from the government and stuff, and has got a bit overboard and a bit crazy in Canada. Justin Trudeau, I mean, I don't know too much about it. From what I see in the news and the headlines, it's a bit mental over there. But talking of the fight, Sean Strickland said, look, listen, I wrestle every day.
I wrestle every day, sadly. Let's treat this like men. Stand in the middle and put one of us to sleep. We don't need to wrestle. I ain't Khabib. We're here to fight.
But I didn't come here to wrestle. I came here to fight to the death. In fact, they even shook hands on it, on fighting to the death.
Let's go. Let's go now. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Yeah. Dricus, can I get agreement? To the fucking death. To the fucking death. Yes. Goddamn respect him for that.
All right, what's the next question? This is madness.
Nobody's going to die, but they are going to have a good go. Sean Strickland said, we're going to fight dick to dick, nipple to nipple.
He likes to fight, and he's a hell of a fight. You know what that means? We're going to be dick to dick, nipple to nipple in that fucking range.
Whatever that means, they're going to do it. And I'm here for it because it's going to be a sensational fight. As I said, the crowd were going crazy. A lot of the people, a lot of the fighters on stage, they couldn't even hear what the questions were because of the noise.
Hey, I don't know what the hell you just said. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys for coming out.
Also along the way, Dricus Du Plessis was asked about Israel Adesanya.
Adesanya is irrelevant right now. That man went on holiday and let him stay there.
Because Izzy, the former champ who's going to be there in person, he predicts that Dricus Du Plessis gets the job done and wins via submission, I think he said. When he was asked that, Dricus, Sean Strickland just ripped in straight away and said, that guy. That guy.
I took Izzy down and beat his ass on the ground, but I chose to stand with him like a man. What did he do the whole fight? Run away like a bitch. Izzy, shut your mouth.
He says that Israel Adesanya is totally irrelevant. The man is a cringe lord, and of course, started going on about all the dog stuff again as well. So
the cringe lord, the pup play himself. Izzy.
No love lost there, and you never know. If Sean wins, that might be the next fight. If Dricus wins, that will be the next fight, more than likely. So
you have Alex Pereira sitting here in the front row. Whoever wins out of you two, would you be interested in moving up to light heavyweight at some point and challenging him?
100% after this. I have a whole division to take care of before I start thinking of that. After this division, that's the one I'm after.
Alex, after I put him away, you can put him away next.
Of course, we had the co-main event on there as well. Mayra Bueno Silva taking on Raquel Pennington, hyping the fight in a very strange way. Bueno Silva saying, look, listen, I've tried to study you. I've tried to watch your fights, but every time I do, I fall asleep.
I never finish one fight. I never finish one fight. Because when you fight, I'm asleep, everybody sleep. Don't sleep, everybody sleep.
I cannot make it through one single fight. Raquel Pennington said, look, listen, you're a great fighter, but who have you fought? Who have you beat? The answer to that question would be Holly Holm, who Raquel has lost to. And she's lost to Amanda Nunes. And she's lost to Jermaine Durandame. And of course, they're all champions and fantastic fighters. But Bueno Silva promises that this will be the last time that Raquel Pennington ever fights for a belt, because she plans on finishing her. When they all squared up, when they got face to face, it was all good. It was all cordial. There was no nastiness. There was no argy-bargy. There was no confrontations or no controversy, okay? Business as usual. There's gonna be some great fights. So let's go through. Let's start with that main event. Sean Strickland, Dricus Du Plessis. I did a video breaking down their individual skills the other day. Dricus is ahead on most of the skills. Almost all of them. The only advantage really that I give Sean is in the cardio. Now, Dricus was asked about that. He said, listen, I've trained for 5 rounds fights before.
I think they do forget outside of the UFC, I had 3 different titles in 2 weight divisions, and I defended all those titles. I fought in 5-round fights for almost 6 years of my career. I only had 5-round fights, so I'm used to training for 5 rounds, and I'm looking forward to showing that to people.
Before I was in the UFC, I fought for belts in other organizations. I had to train for 5 rounds, but I just knocked them out or I submitted them before we went the distance. That's all well and good. Training for 5 rounds is one thing. Actually going 5 rounds with full intensity when the pressure is on, that's a very different thing. Now, he has had his nose fixed. He couldn't breathe properly. He couldn't sleep properly. And against Robert Whittaker, he looked phenomenal. So I don't think the cardio will be an issue, but Sean has an advantage in that department. So tensions have calmed, right? Sean will not go out there and fight like a maniac. He is a professional at the end of the day. He's going to fight behind the jab. He's going to try and turn it into a boxing match, and he's going to employ a lot of footwork. I think Dricus is going to go at him like an absolute maniac right from the opening bell. He's finished almost everybody. He's got a 95% finishing rate. What does that tell you? That reinforces the belief that you can just go through anyone and everyone whenever you want. And that's the way he fights. So he's going to go forward. He's going to swing. He's going to make it hard for Sean. He's going to have to jab on the back foot. He's going to have to use a lot of circular motion. He cannot back up too much against the fence. Dricus will have a field day, ripping to the body, coming upstairs, mixing in takedowns. Izzy predicts Dricus by submission.
I say sub.
I don't know about submission, but I do have Dricus winning this fight. He's the harder hitter. I believe he will get a finish, probably around the round 3 mark. Sean, if he wins, that will be a decision, okay? There is a reality, and I can see a format where Sean can outpoint the guy, where he can keep him at bay, where he can wear him down, get him to the later rounds and take over. But either way, he's going to have to weather a storm. But still, the official pick is Dricus Du Plessis. Gets the job done. Co-main event. Oh, new champion. South Africa's first. South African-born residing champion. He cleared that up recently. So, co-main event, Raquel Pennington, Mara Bueno Silva. I believe Bueno Silva is just too dynamic, too aggressive, too big, too quick. And I believe Raquel Pennington, as great as she is, and I've enjoyed watching her over the years, and she's had a great career, I believe Bueno Silva's probably correct. This will be probably the last time she fights for a belt. But she won't go down easy. Oh, no. It will be a fight. But I do think Bueno Silva gets the job done. Another submission. In what will be an entertaining fight. I am looking forward to that one. Neil Magny, Mike Malott. Mike Malott is here for a reason. They've got this guy here on a platform, on this stage, on pay-per-view, to build his fan base, to build his following, to give the Canadian people something to be excited about, other than Sean Strickland bringing back their freedom. Yeah! Okay? Mike Malott, 10-1, all finishes, going up against Neil Magny. Neil Magny's experienced. He's long in the tooth. He's had about 40 professional fights. Last time out against Ian Gary, wasn't a very good showing. I believe that Mike Malott has just got too much in the tank, too many skills. I think he can do it on the feet, on the ground, in the clinch. Easy as a pinch, okay? Not really. I think Mike Malott does it, though. I do think he gets a submission here, and the Canadian people are going to go crazy, and he will be a big star. Chris Curtis, I think he's got too much in the hands, too much firepower. I think he's too quick with the hands as well. Predominantly, I think he's going to use a boxing approach. He will outpoint Marc-Andre Barriault. Might even get a stoppage in the 3rd round. And, of course, opening up the main card, we've got the one and only almighty Arnold Allen.
What the is going on in here?
Returning from that loss against Max Holloway, going up against Movsar Evloev. This is a tough fight. It really is. But Arnold Allen's got beautiful boxing, slick footwork. He's very, very strong. He's good in the clinch. He's good on the ground. Gas tank for days. Extremely disciplined as well. Trains with TriStar, Faraz Zahabi, Montreal, Canada. Okay. I think he gets the job done, but it's going to be a tough one. That will be a very, very close fight. I'll tell you what, I'll go one better. That's a split decision. That will be a split decision because Movsar will show up. Anyway, Sean Strickland, Dricus Du Plessis, what do we think of the madness? What do we think of the infections, the free speech that make Canada great again? Listen, Sean Strickland is a very controversial and colourful character. And all you people out there trying to cancel him, writing articles about him and saying this shouldn't be allowed, okay? You don't have to like it, but free speech should be protected, okay? I don't think he's engaging his brain. I don't think he's planning these things out. I think he's just caught up in the moment. He's getting cheers from the crowd, and therefore that is encouraging him. As I said, you know, I'm not condoning what he says. I don't agree with what he says, but the man, I do agree, can say whatever he wants. As I said before, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt you. Okay. And tomorrow night, if my prediction is correct, if you're not liking what he says, tune in because you're going to see him eat humble pie. Or maybe you won't. Maybe I'm wrong. I sometimes am. Anyway, regardless, thanks for watching. I'll be doing a live stream for the main event. My wife and I will be on here just commenting, watching the fight, maybe having a little glass of wine as well. So,
are you intoxicated?
Come and check that out if you've got the time. And if not, enjoy the fights, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you soon.